How's it going, guys? So I've not streamed in a wee bit because I was ill. I had a really bad flu, so I wasn't able to do any streaming. I kind of did my training bits and bobs, but training hasn't gone the best. So today we're just hoping that we can get somewhat of a good level of deadlifting today. Oh. Oh. Tired today. So today should be a much quicker training session. Okay. Oh, my sides are stiff. So, I weighed myself 74.8 still. Right. Let's go again. It's 100 kilos, isn't it? Aye. Pardon me. I still feel quite shit from being no well, because if I'm to show you what I'd kind of done, so went alright, not the best. That is probably the worst. I did my sumo at 160, but I just can't be arsed extending the bit, so if you just look. There you go. And then I missed that session, but still done that, and done that. And then you know about anything else. So aye. This hasn't been the best peak. I've now decided the lifts that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do so my lifts is going to be 187.5, 197.5, 200 plus. benches that I'm going to do: 110, 115, and then I'm going to try and do 117 plus. And then deadlift is 210, which is today which we're going to try it. 217 and a half, 220. That's all. 180. I might do. We'll see. We'll see how 190 moves. Okay. I think I need to kind of review my... I think I fucked up my warm-ups. So I'm gonna need to mute and listen to this for a wee second. back. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at stuff. Yeah, I'll go and do my single since I've been prompted to do otherwise. Right. Right, let's do the single. $160. Right. So if I'm to do, hold on, let's see. So that seems just really low effort. And then if I do the second attempts, I mean, I've got all the warm-ups. I'm doing a single of that next, but it'll be all equipment, so I just need to look at something. Right, so it was basically a 140, 150, 155, so 15 kilo difference, 15 kilo difference, 155, that's a 10 kilo jump, and a 7.5 kilo jump. And then, 150, so that's only 25 kilos, 25 kilo difference. And that is 17.5. That is 17.5. So what my thing's trying to tell me to do is a 20 kilo spread. But if I was doing what I was doing, it would be like a 10 kilo spread. See, it's hard to look at these numbers and go, right, I'll do this, I'll do that. But it doesn't give a whole lot of room to make improvements. What's next? 180. So I'm just trying to calculate stuff. So happening Bowser Big Bean Burrito, how's it going, mate? So that's 60, so that's 30 kilo jump, that's a 30 kilo jump, 30 kilo jump, 20 kilo jump, 15 kilo jump, aye. Bench. Okay. That's 5. So that's a 15 kilo jump, 15 kilo jump, 15 kilo jump, 15 kilo jump. It's all consistently 15 kilos. So 185, 197, 205. 105, 115, 117. And deadlift. 205, 217. We'll see. And the warm-ups is 70, 100, 140. 165, 190. So, as I said, so it's a 30 kilo, 30 kilo, 30 kilo, 20, then the first lift would be 15, then that is a 15 kilo, 15 kilo, 15 kilo, 15 kilo, it'll be a 5 kilo, then it's 30 kilos, 40 kilos, 30 kilos, 40 kilos, 25 kilos, 25 kilos, then it's just 15 kilos, so it's a bit skewed, but okay. And my list would be 185, 105, 205, 185, 105, 205, so that's a 495, okay. Then it's 197, so it's all my chips, so that's 197.5 plus 105 plus 297.5. I get 2 attempts of them. And then lastly, going for gold, that would be 205, 107.5. So as I said, my lowest total, 185. So basically I've got a 55 kilo range on my total. That is nuts. Right, let's get this for a single. Hey Google, set a timer 10 minutes.
Alright, 10 minutes. Starting now.
We'll see how we get on with this. Just waiting for my timer. Hey Google, how long does the timer have left?
3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Oh, we'll see how we get on. Stop.
Right, let's get chopped up. Just kind of an awkward position there, but I actually moved. Not bad. Hey Google, timer 10 minutes.
Sure, 10 minutes. And we're starting now.
I didn't actually move too bad at all, just quite kind of slowish. What's happening, Chiron? How's it going, mate? Super strong, thanks, mate. No, I'm happy with that. So I'm happy with that. So far this prep, my squats came in the worst. Yeah, my squats definitely came in the worst. Okay. Because honestly, my squat should technically, so my deadlift is 2.5 kilos below my 1 rep. My bench is going to be on my 1 rep. And my squat is 7.5 kilos. Well, it's 5 kilos under my 1 rep. So, squatting's a bit iffy. But we'll see. We'll see. if I can hit 115, I'll be really happy because at least I know, wow, 115. I'll have like 217 in the bags if I can do that. I've done my lifts where I'll definitely get a total, so I can't fuck up. Should I even see people talking? You look like you've lost a lot of weight. That's because I've been losing weight from a competition. And Devos, hi mate, sorry I've been off, please don't do it there. I'm doing good mate, just getting my competition prep done, that is it. Don't have the wee belly anymore. No, my belly's pretty much non-existent now. There you go, see? Oh, I just chalked myself. Got a wee bit of pudge, but nowhere near as much. I can see my abs and that now, which is handy. So I've ruined it there completely. Oh, keep on picking my way to it. I've got one more heavy deadlift and I'm reducing it a wee bit. A wee bit, it's only really 10 kilos. Haha, your skin's all stretchy. No, it didn't. It's elastic, so it's all came back thingy. Alright, good luck in about 3 weeks' time. Cheers, mate. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. As I said, I had a really fucking bad flu the past like week and a half there. So I'm still kind of getting over it. But this is the first training session back to where I've actually felt good in that sense. So I'm hoping now I don't injure myself, all my training sessions go well, I peak, I feel good, I compete. Stop. Right, hold on, let me just get this chalk. Put on a bit too much chalk there. Right, let me just try and pull this. That was a bad pull. That was a really bad pull, man. I got it, but no, that was awful. Hey Google, timer 10 minutes.
Alright, 10 minutes. Starting now.
I signed up for running in 9 weeks with some blokes from work. Yuck. Oh, running. Had my first try after not running for 2 years, being 10 kilo heavier. Oh, that just sounds horrid. Like, I know when I was training for Tough Mudder, when I was running heavier, it felt fucking awful. Because when I used to box, I used to do a lot of running, so I was running kind of in the 60 kilo range. Much easier, felt fast, felt nimble. And then when I did my Tough Mudder, that's when I was going back into doing weights and stuff. And I was 70 odd kilos. It sucked. Not a 22.5k anymore. I think I did one 5k sub 20 once. Like, I mean, when I say sub 20, I literally mean like, I think it was like 1930 something. I can't mind exactly. It wasn't like a pure impressive sub 20, but I haven't ran in a long time. You're probably saying my 5k, I think if I pushed it to the arse limit, I'd still get a sub 30, but I'd be fucked. So I watched that set. That wasn't the cleanest deadlift. Wait. It's cause my hips are far too back. Wasn't the cleanest of lifts, but yeah. I'm not using the straps because I've already pure cut my wrist with them. But hey, maybe the extra endurance will help my strongman lifts afterwards, like farmers, free medleys and such. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. It'll definitely help with somewhat liver cardio, but you'll know yourself with cardiovascular training. See if you don't train it at the level you're training it at, your cardiovascular level literally drops by half, right after within a week essentially. Like your cardiovascular training it's something that you always need to keep doing and doing and doing and doing. You will build up a VO2 max, which just overall builds up the endurance, but I'd probably say, for me, in my thing, the best thing for you is just cardio specific. Doing the farmer carries, doing the medleys and that. Having the extra bit of cardio will help with that kind of VO2, but doing a 5k run and carrying a fucking yoke, completely different with cardios. I would technically say, if you want a type of cardio that'll kind of reflect kind of strongman endurance, it probably would be explosiveness, like your sprints, stuff that gets your intensity really high, cardiovascular really high, really quick, and then back down. Aye. Exactly, exactly. So I would say running is very good for just building up a nice general level of fitness, wee bit of VO2 max, but I say with that kind of generalised cardio, you always need to do it to maintain that level of cardio. But say it's the same with doing explosive sprint work, but that can be, I feel like that can be transferred a lot better. It's like when I was doing boxing, it was really handy to do both steady state cardio and your explosive work, because in boxing you do have points of where, even though it is only 3 minutes, 3 minutes fighting is a long time. Is essentially you're doing that steady state, whereas you're controlling the ring, you're moving, you're throwing your jabs and thingy, but it's all kind of point based because you're controlled it, and then you've got your sprint work for explosiveness going in the offensive, all that sort of stuff. So it's important to do both, but I do neither, so I can't really ask me. I'm just being a hypocrite saying that. But sprinting isn't really in relation to my sport, because where you're doing 90 seconds of strongman, I'm probably doing, in total across the whole entire day, I'm doing maybe 30 seconds of lifting. Probably less than that actually. Well, I need to bring these weights down. How long have I been training for? We're on 22. Camera's just buffering. Still here. Man, it's gonna be fucking tough. Let me just fix this. Goodness. I weighed myself today, so I'm currently weighing 74.8. So I've still got 0.8 of a kilo to drop. As I say, I don't know if I do my gut cut and the weight just drops from that, or do I need to further reduce calories to make sure I make weight. But as I say, I don't want to undercut. I was really wanting my weight to get to about 70. I was wanting my weight to be at 74, so I could bring the calories back up, and then gut cut, and that'll take me below. But it's getting a bit closer now, isn't it? So I've got 19th. So I've still got 2 weeks, and a bit weeks to drop a kilo, or 0.8 of a kilo. Yeah. So I've got, so 1, 2, I'll start counting from tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 days to drop 0.8 of a kilo. That is more than doable, but as I say, I just need to take my time with it, I think. Because right now I just want to get to 74, and if I rush it, then I've still got a wee bit of time. I think by the 29th, if I'm not 74.2, 0.3, then I've got a wee bit of a, okay. Stop. Pardon me. Got a double. That was good. The magic of 0.8 of a kilo is easy. It is absolutely. Like normally, I hate water cutting, because I feel like water cutting zaps your performance quite a bit. Even if you do it correctly, I feel like it zaps performance, but I feel like if you do it incorrectly, it can just ruin your whole fucking day. So I just stay away from water cutting. I kind of like if I'm hanging, what I'll do is I'll stop drinking liquids before a certain time. So for example, if I'm weighing in at 8 o'clock in the morning for the morning flight, I'll stop drinking water about 8 o'clock, sometimes even 6 o'clock. I just cut it off, and then by that point, if I'm pissing stuff by the morning, my fluids should be empty essentially. And then same with my gut cut, high density calories for 3 days, and then since it's the morning, I stop eating about 6. So that gives me a good length of time for everything to be digested in my system. And in previous gut cuts, I've lost anywhere from 1 kilo to 2 kilos. So I've done gut cuts, and so it's thinking of that manner, I should be absolutely fine. But you know, it's always just the mindset. I need to make weight, I need to make weight, I need to make weight, and you just need to kind of trust the process. Like I was losing half a kilo a week for the past 3 odd months. Got myself from 79 right down. And I think the lowest I've gotten to so far 74.7. Then I became unwell, my weight had a wee bit of fluctuation. The most important thing I was doing is I didn't lose weight when I had the flu. I made sure to just eat normal. Just had a few takeaways, ate normal, because I felt like if I really fucked myself, I'd have been really zapped of energy and I'd have performed much worse in this peak. I've not done bad in this peak, I've just not done as well as I wanted to so far. That's why I've adjusted all my lifts. So originally I was going for big massive totals, but I'm kind of just deciding to go for small PRs. So what I've been planning on is my squat. I say my competition squat is 195, but I'm now just deciding, because I was wanting to squat 200 plus, but I've just decided to do my first attempt 185, pretty low in the low end, 197.5 if I'm feeling good in the day, because that'll be a 2.5 kilo PR on my second lift. If I don't feel great, then it will be kind of 192 range I'll go for. And then see if I get my 197, then it's really just preference. Do I go 200? Do I go 202? Do I go 205? Etc, etc. Of course, I'm not going to be like, oh, 200, 220. No, that's just stupid. Yeah, if I don't get one, if I don't feel good for it, I'll go 192, then maybe 197. Just chips. The main thing for this is just chipping all my lifts. Bench, bit different. So bench is 105, 115, 117. If I can get 115, my competition PIA is back to where it was. Technically it's heavier in my simple lower weight class than it was, because I've not done 115 in this weight class yet. Hey Google, set a timer 7 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Starting now.
I forgot to set my timer there, so. And then, I think my bench, if I do everything well, if I get 115, I'm happy with that. And then deadlift, I'm doing, because my last competition, I fucked my deadlift royally. I've switched to sumo now, so it's a bit different. I'm going to do 205, I'm going to go 217, I'd say if everything feels worse, probably 212. And then, if I do 217, the goalpost is anywhere essentially. Like I've marked it up to 227.5 is like kind of the furthest I'd go, but it really just depends. Oh, sorry, I didn't so. Fair and square, got to remember to prio. Good sleep the days before as well, absolutely, mate. I feel it makes quite a bit of difference both nights, absolutely. Sleep is one of the biggest recovery factors. Like I tend to, the days up to my competition, I just try and sleep as well as I can. The only issue is I work shifts, so sometimes that's not possible. But I think this is working out quite well for me this year. Not the best because I'm working throughout the time. Yeah, because I'm working early shift and then I'm off for my back shifts and I'm back in for night. So I can actually get a few good days sleep. Probably get off at 10 and in bed by 10 essentially. And it'll be a 10 to 6 or 10 to 7. No, 10 to 6. I don't have night shifts, but anything between 7 and 9 any day a week is a range. Aye. Nah, I work all shifts, so my early shift is a 7 till 5. My back shift is a 3 to midnight. And then my night shift is a 10 to 7. So I work 6 days on, 4 days off. So it can be a wee bit disrupting in the sleep patterns and stuff, but my body's gone used to it by now. I need to watch my deadlift there. I need to see how my deadlift moved pretty well. I'd say this is my first time switching back to sumo now, so it's a bit different now, I feel. Hey Google, how long's the timer got left?
1 minute and 11 seconds left.
Cool. 1 minute left. Yeah, because I'm competing in the Sunday for my competition on the early flight, so I'm literally just waiting. Stop. Oh, I've set and seen goal for myself in 4 years' time. The challenge national deadlift PB in the kilo strongman, which is 280. Nice. Give my straps and suits are allowed. That's good. My normal conventional knee set 250ish. Nice. Where are you at just now then with your deadlifting? What's your deadlift just now? I don't really have any individual goals. My main goal is to get a 600 total. That is my goal. I'd like to get a 600 kilo total. Pure. Sam Bobby, currently at 220 at 71 kilo body weight, that's good. Standard conventional, that's good. That's with 4 years, 3 months of training, good, good. So if progress the next 4 years, still great, that's alright. No, that's absolutely not, mate. I say you can't predict your own body's limits. So, just progression. Lay out your programmings, lay out your deloads, your rest, your recovery. Don't injure yourself, completely doable. Like, the only reason I've switched from conventional to sumo is my heaviest conventional is 217.5, and I probably weighed about 78 kilos. And I felt that my body mechanics just possibly wasn't made for conventional. Because I've been doing sumo for the past couple of months now, and I'm already pulling weights much easier. Sumo is easier, don't let anybody fool you about that. Sumo is easier. From a person who is a hardcore conventional dedicator, who used to slag the fuck out of sumo, I'm now doing sumo because powerlifting, I love it. It is easier. Why the fuck am I making it harder for myself? Exactly. So, I've started doing sumo because I've got a very good squat, and I feel like sumo transfers over to squat movement better than conventional movement. Sumo, so exactly. So it's not for everybody, but I find sumo much easier. I think my sumo PB is 180 or 190, but I rarely pull at that because it's not exactly. So you're better training for specific training. Probably a better thing for you to do for your deadlift, conventional, is to do kind of block deadlifting. So having like blocks either side to raise, like not a deficit, but a raised deadlift. Cause I've seen a thing where people have been doing, they basically they'll put like blocks either side, bars much higher raised. They pull like maybe 120% of their max at a block. They'll do that for like a week with normal deadlift work, and then next week they'll lower the block by I think it's like by 2 inches or something like that, or a few inches depending on how big of a drop you want to do each time, and they keep the weight kind of the same, and then they keep on pulling a higher block as they bring it down, and then they reduce the weight a wee bit, and then supposedly that's a way of creating a much bigger total for conventionals and stuff. So it's technically you can do the same with sumo, but it's just at a much smaller range of motion. I dislike when people say sumo's cheating. Sumo isn't cheating, but it is easier depending on your body mechanics. I'm not gonna disprove that, because I've done conventional, as I say, on my puff. I've only recently switched to sumo because I decided to try it, because I can do it in powerlifting. I'd be a fool not to try everything at my disposal and find what's best for me. So I've done sumo. Turns out I'm actually pretty good at it. It feels much easier. My body is nowhere near battered, but the only trade-off for me doing sumo is my hip flexors are a lot more strained in it. So I did feel like when I was doing a lot of sumo, I did hurt my hip flexor a wee bit. So I just had to do a wee bit of mobility work, and now it's much better. Yeah, like a 16-18 inch deadlift is common to see, yeah. Currently I do snatch grip deadlift, which is just another type, just another type of deficit, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. See, when I was doing conventional deadlifting, I would do a lot of deficit work. I enjoyed doing deficit work. Also, it was really good for the hamstrings. I feel like you can't really do deficits and stuff with sumo. Well, you can, but it's just, well, you can, but it's just really awkward. Nah. And also, conventional is such a deficit already. You're best just kind of training conventional deficits and going back to kind of hanging to overall kind of transfer the skills. Because that's what I'm saying, I'm quite surprised. So basically from about February to July, I've only done sumo. And I've really, of course I've not perfected the skill of sumo, because there's people doing it for years, but I've really done well with it. And I think I'm going to PR in sumo. And of course for me, I don't really differentiate my PR from sumo into conventional, because it is just deadlift. Until they change it, make a rule of changing kind of your sumo conventional sort of stuff, which I don't think they will, because it would be too convoluted. And the most things with everything nowadays is all politics, isn't it? Jefferson called it in deficit. Man. I need to put the chalk away. You know, I was going to put my training socks on, but I'm not going to bother, because I've got these on still. I'm not deadlifting next week, so I'll put these straight in the wash again. Right. This is just a nice easy bench bit now. feeling worn. What time is it? Yeah, I'm just going to do a wee bit of chilling today, I think. I gotta go fix stuff in the house / lawn and stuff. Nice chatting to you and see you around. Absolutely, mate. See you around. And I'll keep you updated with my comp stuff, how everyone's going training wise and that. Get in there with it, man. Get in there. Pardon me. My phone. Don't need these straps out. Oh baby, a triple. Feeling it today. Right, let's go. I feel good. This isn't heavy, so alright, so this is just an easy benching. Hey Google, set a timer, 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. Starting now.
Super easy. I'm needing a shit. I'm curious what kind of, when I did other companies, Northerns, stop, yeah, I'll do my lift. Pardon me. So basically this week I've did a 5-10 total. Some of it was difficult, not gonna lie, but managed. I fucking managed. Of course, one of the biggest things to do first is manage. Right, so that's what I was wanted to do as well. So Northerns, what was my heaviest lift, Northerns? Peaking wise. So it was that week. Yes, I did a really long peak with deload. So 190. 107. So I only did a 5-2 total. Yes, I really poorly prepared for that. So that was only a 502 for that. For classic, I did 190, 110, 1 505. Okay. Highlands. I did 190. 105. 180. That was 480. That was even worse. Oh. Wrong folks. And bench jumps. Okay. Right, so this is technically the best peak I've had so far, even though it's been a bit skewed. Right, I'm going to love these and leave these. See tomorrow for some benching.